Namaste friends, a very warm welcome to Sayujyayogacommunity Yoga with Prutha and Hardik. I am Prutha Bhatt and I am back with yet another video on MCQs of Bhagavad Gita. So let's begin. The first question that you are seeing on the screen is, practice of Manonigraha is described in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, and your options are A, B, C, D as you can see on the screen, and the correct answer is option number C, that is Abhyasa and Vairagya. Now friends, as we all know that the concept of Manonigraha is elaborated in the chapter number 6, that is Dhyana Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. Now in this chapter, Krishna explains to Arjuna that it is difficult to control the restless mind, but through Abhyasa and Vairagya, that is through practice and renunciation, it can be restrained. So the correct answer is Abhyasa and Vairagya. Let's move to the next question. The next question is, as per Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, place the following processes in sequence in order of the superiority. You can see many options on the screen, and the correct answer is option number 2, which says that the first practice as per the superiority is practices, second is sagacity, the third is meditation of God, and detachment from the outcome of the deeds, that is Nishkama Karma. So as we know, the option number 2 is the right answer. Let's move further. The next question is, as per Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, how many reasons are there for Sarva Karma Siddhi? And the correct answer is option number B, 5. Now friends, this is explained in the chapter number 18, that is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, specifically in the shlok number 13 and 14, which says that Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanani Nibodhame Sankhya Krutante Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam. Okay, so it says that there are basically 5 reasons or 5 causes for Sarva Karma Siddhi, and they are explained in the next verse, that is verse number 14, which says that Adhisthanam Tatha Karta Karanamcha Prugvidam Vividhascha Pruthak Cheshta Daivam Chaivatre Panchamam. So which are the 5 reasons? First is Adhisthana. What is Adhisthana? The place. The second is Karta, that is the doer. The third is Karana, which is the instrument. The fourth is Cheshta, which are minor actions. And the last is Daiva, which is unforeseen circumstances. So 5 reasons for Sarva Karma Siddhi. The next question is, as per Bhagavad Gita, the order of materials used in the seating arrangement for meditation is, and the correct answer is option number A, which is first is Kushagrasa, then leather, and the third is cloth. Now where do we find the explanation? Explanation can be found in the chapter number 6, that is Dhyana Yoga. Now shloka number 11 talks about the arrangement that has to be made when one has to sit in the process of meditation. So what is that? It says that Suchau deshe pratisthapya sthiramasanam atmanaha natyuchitratam natinicham chailajina kushottarama. So it says that one must establish his seat at a clean place. The seat should be firm. It should be neither too high nor too low. One must arrange kusha grass on the ground. So first what we have to put? First kusha grass. Then above that we have to cover it with the tiger or the deer skin, which is nothing but the leather. And on top of that we have to cover it with the cloth. So correct answer is first kusha grass, next is leather, and third is cloth. Let's move further. The next question is, according to Bhagavad Gita, Sarvabhoothiteratah has been said to be the characteristic of, okay, and the correct answer is option number C, Bhakti Yoga. Now friends, shloka number 3rd and 4th talks about Sarvabhoothiteratah. Okay, now Sarvabhoothiteratah means to be engaged in the welfare of the society or engaged in the welfare of all the beings. Now, such person attains Supreme Brahman, and Sarvabhoothiteratah is a characteristic of a Bhakti Yogi. So we all know that it is part of the chapter Bhakti Yoga. Let's move further. The next question is, Samatvam Yoga Ucchyate is described in which verse of Bhagavad Gita? And now the correct answer is option number D, which is like second chapter and the verse number 48. Now see, to confuse you, they have given third chapter 48 or second chapter 50, etc, etc. But I know it is very difficult to remember all the numbers and all the what is the verse number and what is the chapter. But see, there are some common verses like Samatvam Yoga Ucchyate, Yoga Karma Kaushalam. So at least be aware about the shlok numbers of those particular verses. Now, as I said, the correct answer is option number D, second chapter, verse number 48. Now friends, this can be found in the second chapter, which is Sankhya Yoga, okay, which says that Yogastha kuru karmani sangatyaktva dhananjaya siddha siddha yoho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? See, it is not that we should just know the shloka, we also should know the meaning of it. So what is the meaning? It says that being steadfast in yoga, one must perform actions. Abandoning attachment, remaining unconcerned about success and failure, this evenness of mind is known as yoga. Okay, so that is Samatvam Yoga Ucchyate. Okay, next question is, which are the resultants of Rajo Guna according to Shrimad Bhagavad Gita? And the correct answer is option number 3, which says is A and C. So A is Lobha and C is Kama. So Lobha and Kama are the resultants of Rajo Guna. Now, where do we find this explanation? Now friends, see, as we know that the question is about Guna, so there is a chapter in Bhagavad Gita which is also known as Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. 17th verse of Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga says that Sattva sanjayate gnanam rajaso lobha evacha pramada moho tamaso bhavato gnanam evacha. So from Sattva arises Gnana, from Rajasa arises Lobha, and from Tamasa arises Pramada, Moha and Agnana. Now friends, verse number 12 of the same chapter says that Lobha pravrutti arambha karmana shamaha sprubhaha rajasya jayante vivruddhe bharatarshava. It says that Lobha, that is greed, pravrutti arambha, that is activities, karmanam, that is undertaking of action, ashama, which is unrest, longing, that is spruha, arises when Rajasa is predominant. So similarly, they can also ask you that what are the resultants of Sattva Guna or what are the resultants of Tamo Guna. So if you know this shloka and if you know a little bit about this Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, you can easily answer such questions. Let's move further. The next question is, Ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano belongs to which adhyay of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita? Now friends, this is the 20th verse of chapter number 2, Sankhya Yoga. So the correct answer is option number A, Sankhya Yoga. What is the whole verse? See, Ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano is only the half part of the verse. So what is the previous part? So it is Na jayate mriyate va kadachi nayam bhutva bhavita na bhuyaha Ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Okay, which says there cannot be death for Atma, there cannot be birth for Atma. Atma is Aja and Atma is Nitya. Now what is Aja? Aja is something that is never born or something that is not born. And what is Nitya? Nitya is eternal. So it remains Shashvat also. Now what is Shashvat? Shashvat is something which does not have any modification. Okay, so Atma is Aja, Atma is Nitya, Atma is Shashvat and Atma is Purana. Now you must be wondering, what is Purana? If you see, the literal meaning of Purana is Pura api navam. What does that mean? Something that is old but still it is new. Okay, so that is Purana. So whenever the body gets destroyed, Atma remains undestroyed. So we all know that Atma is Aja, Atma is Nitya, Atma is Shashvat and Atma is Purana. This is explained in Sankhya Yoga chapter. Let's move further. The next question is about match the following. If you see, the list 1 talks about the chapters and list 2 talks about the names of the various chapters. Now we all know that there are 18 adhyayas in Bhagavad Gita. So it might be difficult for you to remember all the adhyayas, but if there are some questions like this, you should know what are the names of each and every adhyayas. So the correct option for this is answer number 4. So according to that, Dwadasho adhyay, what is Dwadasho? 12th chapter is Bhakti Yoga. Panchadasho adhyay, that is 15th chapter, is Purushottam Yoga. The third is Prathamodhyaya, that is first chapter, that is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. And the last is Shashtodhyaya, which is 6th chapter, that is Dhyana Yoga. Now if you see friends, here to confuse you, instead of giving you a 12th chapter or 15th chapter, they have replaced it with the Sanskrit names, Dwadasho Adhyaya, Panchadasho Adhyaya. So to confuse you, they can do some tricks, but if you know some Sanskrit names and the name of the chapters, you can easily crack this answers. The next question is, in chapter Kshetra Khsetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, terms Kshetra and Kshetrajna are respectively used for, and the correct answer is option number B, Deha and Atma. Now friends, Kshetra Khsetrajna Vibhaga Yoga is the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now if you bifurcate the entire word, it says that Kshetra, Kshetrajna and Vibhaga. So what is Kshetra? Kshetra is the field, okay. Kshetrajna is one who has the knowledge of the field, and Vibhaga is discrimination, okay. So now here Kshetra is equal to Deha or the body, and the Kshetrajna refers to the Atma. Now friends, the discriminative knowledge between Prakriti and Purusha is very well elaborated in this chapter. So if there is a question, you should know that Kshetra means Deha and Kshetrajna means Atma. Thank you friends for joining me for this video. I hope this video was useful for you. I will be coming up with many more MCQs about Bhagavad Gita. So please do like our channel, subscribe our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get regular updates about NET examination and also other yogic practices. Namaste.